And welcome back to A Dose of Regret. I am your host, Shaylee, and I have my lovely co host, Indy Bean.
Hi, I'm anxiety wrapped in a blanket.
Today's episode is going to be about tattoos. So we
Eee.
figured on the last one, this would be a pretty fun one to talk about.
Well, for you to say, you have a
Well,
lot of them.
yeah, I'm the one with tattoos.
I don't have any. I want them, but I
We planned to get some together, which we'll talk about later.
we will talk about later. Don't get ahead.
But I guess on the first list is explaining my tattoos because I'm the only one with them.
And before we get into that, I want to thank everyone for all the support. And
Seriously,
we didn't expect to get far, and we've reached
no, I think hold on, let me pull up the channel right now.
at the time of this
'Cause,
recording.
yeah, at the time of this recording, we probably have. Before I look, I want to say we probably have maybe closer to 60. Yeah, we have 56 subscribers as of now.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
First first episode has 81 views as of now.
That's awesome. And I really appreciate everyone for coming
Yeah,
into the
no,
live
we
stream.
actually didn't think this was gonna.
Go anywhere?
No, not really. I mean, I didn't expect my mom to watch the first episode, but
Yeah.
here we are.
Hi, Shay's mom.
Hi,
Hi.
hi, mom. If you're watching this episode, if you are, why?
You never question. You never question your
I know
mother's,
you
you
never
know.
question your parents' love.
Yeah.
But I first off the list, explain my tattoos. Well, I guess that brings me back to 2019 when I got my first one,
Back before the
which
good old
the good
I-
old
inside.
college days.
Yeah.
I was 19, and it was supposed to be a birthday present. I think my mom came up to visit me one morning, and we were out having lunch or something, and tattoos just came up in the conversation very naturally. And she was like, "Do you want to just like get a tattoo for your 19th birthday instead of us like taking you somewhere?" The way my eyes widened, and I immediately said yes because I had been dreaming of getting a tattoo since I was 12.
You know, the things you do
And
as a 12-year-old.
yeah, it's a little baby Shay, you know.
When I was 12,
But
I was playing with toy cars and watching cartoons. 12-year-old Shay over
yeah,
here
dude,
is
those were the fucking times.
12-year-old Shay is over here like, I want to get a tattoo on my arm, and I want it to be.
Meanwhile, it was completely different from like what I wanted, or completely different from what I ended up getting. I mean, I eventually got the idea down the line, but we'll get to that later. But I ended up getting one of my first guitars that I ever bought with like my own money. Like, no one helped me with this. I put myself in this debt, and I decided to get that immortally etched into my skin so I could remember, like, hey, this thing means a lot to you. This whole music thing that you've been working up your whole life, don't stop. And then flash forward to 2022 is when I started my sleeve on my right arm, which started with my wolf tattoo for my mom. And I basically just, I don't know, since I was 12, I wanted a wolf. I've always had this like insatiable connection with them. They just always intrigued me as an animal. I can't say why, and I don't know why, but hey, they're cool.
His inner alpha.
No. No.
you
No,
ha-
so many people
you
are
had
gonna clip that.
you had an alpha phase.
No, it wasn't even an alpha phase.
You should get a tattoo that has RTA. Respect the
Dude, if
alpha.
anything, in like my high school experience, I was the most beta male you would ever meet in your
See,
fucking life. I sat in the corners in the lockers.
every time I think of alpha and beta, I just think of games.
I can't listen to those terms. I don't get them.
I don't
I hear
either.
this generation talk about these words, and I say this generation. I'm a part of the generation that made
No,
fucking terms.
well, there's Generation Alpha. See, Generation Alpha.
Stop.
But the thing is, like, see, when I think of Alpha and Beta, I think of games, like, the Alpha version,
Yeah,
Beta
me
version.
too.
I think of Omega. I think of Omega-3, like the medicate, like the
yeah,
medicate,
like the vitamin,
the
like
vitamin.
supplement.
Or I think of Alpha and Omega, like that one movie, and that's
Oh,
it.
that was a good movie.
I never saw it. I just kept thinking about it because
I think, or at least I think I watched it, and if I did, I remember it
it's
being
with
a
the
good
weird
movie. I'll
looking
have to give it a
wolves.
rewatch.
Oh, look, wolves are coming. Wow, look how everything has come full circle.
Yeah, everything's come full circle.
Bring it around town.
But I've also have 3 purple roses because red roses were too basic for me, I guess.
He wanted to be different, guys.
I did. I did.
I want to
You
be
don't see a lot of people with
special.
purple roses on their arm.
I want to be special. I'm not
But
like other girls. I
each
get
rose was
purple
supposed to
flowers.
represent a family member. So the top one above the wolf's head is for my mom, and then the 2 on the side are supposed to be like my grandparents. But I'm gonna get each of them their own separate tattoos. One of them is in the works. Move on to the same year, and I got my little kitsune tattoo, which had very little to no meaning when I originally got it done. I just got it done because I always wanted like a kitsune mask tattooed on me. But then I came later to realize that I would grow really fucking attached to my kitsune character that I made. And anybody who has followed me for a little bit of a while knows that me and Hikari go back a little while. So, now I can look at it and not be too disappointed. A lot of people think it's a Demon Slayer tattoo,
I was thinking that. I was like, it just kind of looked like it.
which I don't hate people for because I like that people can like see different perspectives.
Yeah.
Because it's like kind of funny because it goes 2 and 2 because I like anime as well. So like I'm not offended by people.
It depends on how you're feeling that day.
Yeah, it really does. It really depends. Like, and then on to my last one, which I just got done a month ago, which is my dad's memorial tattoo, which is just it's a knife going through a rose with his date of birth and his date of death. Because, god damn it, that man meant a lot to me. But apart from that, I don't have any more tattoos, which is a shame because, like, when I first got them done, my initial plan was to get a new one every single year, at least one.
Yeah, I don't
And
have
I'm
any.
falling short on that a little bit. I gotta catch up.
I don't have any.
It's okay. You plan to get some, which actually leads me into my next topic of what tattoos do you want to get?
Me? Aw, you want me to talk? Aw, it's almost
I
like we
do
have this.
want you to talk. I kind of enjoy hearing your voice. You're a silly little guy.
I know. Listen. I like the thought of tattoos. I've been thinking about it even more because I a lot of people talk about it at my job, and I'm like, oh man, I want one now.
That's how I get you.
I know.
You start hearing it from other
It's
people.
it's a cult.
It's
Hey.
a cult. It straight up is a cult.
You
Except we're
just
like
go door to
the
door.
most
Go door to door,
friendly
knock.
cult you'll ever meet in your life. Hey man, you want some art on your body for the rest of your life?
You don't like needles? Well, I can show you how you like needles.
Yeah, that's true. Legit like needle exposure therapy. I've heard stories of people being like, "Yeah, I don't really care about needles anymore now that I have a ton of tattoos."
Yeah. Anyway, for my first one I want to get. See, I don't know if I want to go like head first right into it and get like my really like special one that I want to get, or I just want to. You muted.
Oh, I realized my guitar amp was still on,
Oh,
and
it
if I turn
shows.
it
It
off, it
shows
does
on
that
the
really annoying pop.
it shows on the screen that you mute.
Yeah. No, I just didn't want to interrupt your story with a
Ah,
giant pop.
yeah, that's appreciated. We'll just cut all this out.
It's okay. We'll just cut this part out.
So the first one I want to get, I don't really know if I want to go like head in first right into like a really like big one. Or I want to see like small and see how I feel about it kind of thing. Because if I
I
wanted,
mean, my next one. I mean, my pieces aren't small. Like, especially not this one. This one's huge.
yeah,
But
because
my next one, I don't want to do big. I'm tired of getting big tattoos. I want to start filling out my arms with the tinier, like,
pieces.
one, less time I need to get stabbed. Two, less money I need to pay the person.
Yeah. Not saying that we don't like, rewarding people for their really well done art,
No,
but like,
I've spent nearly $1,000 on all my tattoos.
yeah, and oh Jesus Christ. Anyway, don't scare me
Would
with
do it
money.
all over again if I had to.
One of the things I want to do is I want to get I just want to get like a simple like either a Togepi or a Sylveon tattoo. Either one.
Okay. I've always heard you talking about the cat tattoo. That's the one that I always hear you talking about.
Yeah,
I
that
never
one
knew
too,
about
but
I never knew about the Sylveon one.
yeah, I've been seeing them more. I've been searching up stuff. Those are like my small ones that I want to do. Like I want to get all of them, no matter what, whenever.
Exactly.
One of my big ones that I want to do is I want to do like a half sleeve, maybe a full sleeve of just like a vine wraps around my arm full of flowers because I'm sentimental like that, and I'm very like it just makes me feel like bohemian. I keep seeing
I mean,
them, and all of
I
like
understand.
all the tags for it is like bohemian tattoos. I'm like, no. That's not what I wanted. Like,
It's not what I want.
and it's just like, oh, get in touch with your your floral side. I'm like, no. I just want flowers. I just want flowers on my arm, and that's it.
I just want pretty things
I
on my
just want
arm.
pretty things. I just want pretty things. But yeah,
I
like
need to think about how I'm gonna tie together this mess.
mix together all the roses. Do like a vine full of roses.
I mean,
You
I could.
spiky.
I could.
Shows your angst. Shows the
Yeah, but like that's
damage.
too much angst.
You yell the damage.
Damage.
The damage that you have on your arm.
Damage.
No. Okay.
It all comes full circle. Our jokes always come back.
Yeah, it does. Oh man.
That
But
joke's
yeah.
been running in our friend group for like 3 years.
Exactly. Oh man. But yeah, those are like the amount that I want to do. If I really want to, and I'm like stressed for ideas, I want to get something Genshin themed. Like even if it's like, do you know how like Raiden Shogun has the Electro symbol on the back of her neck?
Yeah.
Something like that too, where it's kind of like a nice one, or like something on my back. I don't know. I feel like that look cool. But yeah, those are like the some that I want. I really want like maybe like on my back, like a sword wrapped in flowers.
See, I've thought about something like that. See, what I was really hoping that my artist was gonna do for my kitsune tattoo, because some of the reference photos that I sent her had like rose blossoms in the background as well. So I was hoping she would add in some floral pieces that would fill out my arm a little bit more. But I can always get that done.
Exactly.
I don't know. I just wish I don't know.
You just wish it to be more full.
If I do add it on, having to get all of this retouched up, and that's just gonna suck.
Yeah, that's kind of in the future.
That means I have to go into my elbow again, and that's not a good time.
It's not fun. But yeah.
No, the elbow sucked. I will never do my elbow again.
But one of the main ones I want to do is the one I want to get with you.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be a fun one to get. We just need to figure out what the fuck it's gonna be.
We already know, didn't we? We talked about it. The, like, you keep me safe, I keep you wild, and I keep you safe, you keep me wild.
Oh, that is true. I mean, I just gotta figure out where the fuck I'm gonna put it.
Yeah, I know. We'll put it on the lower back.
I mean,
No, don't consider it. Don't consider it. It was a joke. It
no,
was a
no, I was
joke.
gonna say like potentially maybe like a back tattoo for me.
Yeah. I wanted to see something as like on like I want it on my arm because then it's always near me and I can always see it.
I mean, that might be the one that I consider for the candidate for my wrist tattoo. Because, like, I told myself if I'm going to do my wrist because of how bad my left one hurt to get done, it needs to be something I really give a shit about.
Me.
Yeah, my brother.
Woohoo! Oh
The
man.
kid that quite literally, man, we really hopped into each other's lives right when we needed each other to.
Yeah, and I find that really interesting. Like I found that
It's really funny how that worked out because I
exactly.
didn't know who you were.
No. But the thing is I would always wait to see if you were in VCs and stuff.
Same with me. I was always like kind of looking out for you because you were the only one I like remotely knew in that server.
Exactly. Because we were friends of
Like I
friends
knew some
too.
other people, but some of them were a little odd to talk to without you there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
those people that like you can talk to them by yourself, but it just feels forced.
Yeah, it's kind of like, oh, where's this conversation going? What am I doing? How
How
did
am
I
I
get
going to
here?
progress the conversation? I don't.
How can I get out of here?
Yeah, how can I get out of here? No, that the brother tattoo is going to be a lot of fun to get done once
We could even get
we just
it.
got to figure out like the right template for it.
Yeah, we can
Because
even get it.
I like the saying. We just got to figure out like a good piece of imagery to go with it.
We can even
Because I feel like the arrow is too taboo.
yeah, and it's also like again, bohemian. A lot of tattoos are
Yeah,
bohemian.
it's very bohemian.
I feel
But
like we could do like what if we do like I don't know, bringing it back down to flowers. What if it's like a stem of a flower? And then it has a
yeah,
flower
I
on the
mean
end.
it could be like it's something that it wasn't intentional to get two roses tattooed. Well, technically I have four tattooed on me.
Yeah.
It wasn't intentional to get four like rose tattoos, but like it's become a theme. So if it was gonna be a flower stem, I might as well just suck it up and do a rose stem.
Yeah. But we can even do it when we go on a trip. We do
Yeah,
it at the same time. We'll
we
be like,
could
we're
do
gonna
it.
breeze through this together. If I cry, I cry.
Yeah, if I cry, I cry. Whatever.
What
I've
is
also thought about potentially getting.
what's your right wrist look like? Is it like like full all the way around? Is it like empty all the way around?
Uh, yeah.
Yeah. What if it's like a bracelet? What if it's like a stem bracelet?
That that could work because originally when I was it's really morbid that I was
Oh
thinking
no.
about it this young, but like I was being realistic at the time. I was like, eventually my family members are going to die. What are like memorial pieces that people do? And I was thinking about
Jesus
getting like
Christ.
those the black line tattoos that you see people do, like
Yeah.
the solid black like rings around people's biceps or wrists.
Yeah.
I was gonna do that, but then I opted out of it for some reason.
Too tacky.
I didn't think. Oh, you know what it was? It was my body dysmorphia at the time. I was like, because I really wanted to do it up on my bicep, but I'm like, my arms are too skinny. I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Um,
Me
I
gets
think
the entire back of my arm tattooed.
I feel like around the wrist. Do you know like I don't know if people know like
I would do that.
the
I
forever
honestly, now that I'm
bracelets. Have you ever
thinking
seen
about that, it's
those?
a way to get me to do a wrist tattoo, and I would always see it.
Have you ever seen those forever bracelets? So
No, I don't
basically,
think so.
you go to a jeweler, and some people do it. Some jewelers do it. Some
Oh,
like people,
oh,
and
oh,
where they
oh, oh,
have
oh,
like
oh.
they put on a bracelet around you, and they like singe it together, so you cannot take it off no matter what. You would have to have someone break it for you. But it's a permanent like forever bracelet, which I like, and
Yeah,
also
no, that's kind of similar. I kind of like that.
and I feel like I don't know, we're like literally planning this out on the podcast, which I find
Yeah, no,
hilarious.
dude, we still don't really know. I
Like
mean,
I feel like you could do like on like the back of the wrist, do like one saying, and on the front of the wrist the other
hell, we
saying.
could be giving other people ideas that they wanted to go do matching tattoos with other people. We're not trademarking this shit. If you want to get the shit word saying done, go for it.
Listen, we may if this podcast goes places. I wish it does.
Dude, I might get the fucking logo tattooed on me. I don't care.
I know that's what I want to as well, but it has to get somewhere for us to do that, or
Yeah,
else it's
yeah,
just
we would
weird,
have to be
or
like,
it's just egotistical, and we ain't that.
mhm.
Ugh.
Like I've thought about getting something correlating to my channel done because like I have gained a marginal amount of success through that
16K.
16K, but like I don't know, even then I don't view that number as big because all my idols are all there like 225K, like 500K.
All right.
I don't know. I just like I look at 16K and I'm like I have to work harder. I'm not doing enough.
Yeah, but you have to think about it, that's 16,000 people.
I know, and I'm grateful for every last one of them because if they could deal with me, thank you. I know I'm a lot. Bear with me.
The hiatuses, don't worry. I will still take more, but
Hiatus,
still.
dude, I'm so happy I took them because I probably really did need them,
You need a hiatus
especially
every
when I was
single.
working at Amazon. Oh boy.
Woohoo. Not sponsored, by the way.
Meanwhile, that was when I was like the most productive with my uploads because I was so sick of life.
You heard it here, folks. Shay recorded a bunch because he was sick of life.
Well, I mean, look, I went to Amazon to Restaurant Depot. Both those jobs, I was just cranking out audios like there was no tomorrow. Then I got to jobs that were like somewhat okay, and I was like, I can put it on the back burner a little bit. I'll
I'm not.
still have.
I'm not dependent on this. I'm not
I'm
dependent
not
on money.
dependent on this anymore.
Yeah. Now when the demonetization hammer hits ya.
No, dude, I have had my monetization taken away 5 times.
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah, listen,
Listen, mine gets
they're
taken away for
not very
some reason.
fucking intelligent. I just reappeal, and they're like, "Yeah, I mean, you meet all the prerequisites, sure, whatever."
Listen, mine I'm so confused by.
Yeah, I don't get how you.
Some of my videos are limited. Yeah.
I get mine. I know what type of content I create.
Mine is, I don't know, I think it's just because I use like pet names.
Yeah, YouTube is starting to crack down on that a lot.
Apparently calling.
There's just no defending what I do.
Yeah, you're a lost cause. You have no shield.
Any way you put it, it's just.
We're gonna have to censor that.
That's fine. I'm editing this one.
I know. Hi, editor Shay. How's it going?
Hi, editor Shay. Don't kill me. I love you. Look at you. You look so strong.
Boosting the ego of your future self. You've seen it here.
He's gonna need it. After work tonight, he's gonna need it.
Oh man. Speaking of work,
That's probably the first thing he's gonna do when he sits down at his computer.
Speaking of work, I got work tomorrow, and I'm so I'm looking forward to it, but at the same time, my back is like in so much pain.
Isn't that the great funny thing about jobs? You can love them but still hate them at the same time.
Yeah, well, going in.
But you don't hate them because it's your job. You hate them because of the people you have to deal with.
Yeah, customer
At least
service
that's
is
my
great.
case, because not gonna say their name. You know who the fuck you are, though.
Listen,
Find another job.
Listen, I was literally just gonna say that, customer service is a really hard job, and for people who go into it and have been like 20 years in customer service, you deserve a freaking medal.
Oh, by the way, if you haven't worked customer service and you bitch at customer service workers, shut the fuck up until you work that job.
This is a PSA from A Dose of Regret.
I stand on that from someone who went to customer service to food service customer service. You don't get to trash talk us.
I handle your food. You better be nice to me.
I'll spit in your burger, bro.
Ew. Oh, now I don't want to go get a burger now. Hey.
Well, man, I'm not gonna do it to yours.
I'm gonna full up. I'm gonna full up.
But on to our next topic that I had, which hopefully can include both of us, is things that got us into tattoos.
You?
Probably social media.
No. Me,
Like,
heartfelt.
social media, movies.
Edginess.
Not even that. I think it was
Me, edginess.
okay. It was maybe partially that, because it was probably I saw a lot of these bands that I was listening to growing up, all covered in tattoos, and I was like, well, if they're doing it, I want to do it.
They got
Because that's
squigglies
the
on
life
their
I
arm.
want to live.
They got squigglies on their arm, and I'm inspired.
Mm-hmm. That's how they play so well.
They got the squigglies. That's how I will refer to them now.
Power.
That's how I want to refer to them now, as the squigglies. Not tattoos.
The squigglies.
Squigglies. I don't know, I think because I really want to work on my arms. I really want to have, like, really big arms. And I just want to be covered in tattoos. But the thing is, I don't want to be covered in, like, you know, dark ones. I'm going to be covered in, like, light ones. So it's like, I'm strong, but I'm also friendly.
You know,
Hi, welcome to Bath and Body Works. Would you like some soaps?
Mixed. I'm not doing so well right now. This is probably my first one that's, like, real vibrant.
Colors.
Well, like most of my tattoos, they're all colored. Which, funny story behind that. That wasn't the original plan. I wasn't planning on getting colored tattoos ever.
You wanted to be basic.
Well, I just loved the look of black and gray. And that's what I told my artist. And then I showed up for my session, and he just goes, hey, so I did some double thinking. And we're going to add in some red, some brown. And I'm kind of glad that he, like, kind of pushed my hand on it a little bit, because once it was done, I love it.
Yeah. That's what I want. I want purple. I want purples and greens. I want my Togepi one. I don't know where to do my Togepi. I think I might
very happy with the purple that they put into my roses.
Yeah.
I don't know what type of purple you would even classify it as, but it's so, like,
it's purple
deep
purple.
and rich.
I want to, if there's ever a chance that I can name a type of purple, I want to name it Poiple.
Poiple?
Poiple. That, or just Indy purple.
You would.
Yeah. If I want to be selfish that day. But if I want to be goofy, I'll be, what do you want to name this? Poiple. Like Poipus. A porpoise.
And then I think other things that motivated me. I know my grandpa growing up said that he always hated his tattoos, but I always saw him with them. And for some reason I always thought he was so cool for having one.
That you wanted to be cool.
I did want to be cool. I mean, hey, listen, tattoos are for cool people. Tattoos make you cool. I don't care what anybody says.
Shay has constant sunglasses on. He can't take them off. Ever since he got them, he cannot take off.
Motherfucker, I would be wearing normal glasses. What are you talking about, bro?
No, it's those glasses that have, like, the magnet where you click them on.
No.
My grandfather had those.
Oh, the bitches.
I get all the women.
You just hear them click.
I get all the women.
Yep.
Hi, you're backwards.
Oh God, I gotta take off my sunglasses.
Hold on, they're smudged.
They're smudged.
Aw, man, you made me drop my glasses. Which ones? They're sunglasses.
That got you into tattoos?
The what?
Is there any people in specific that got you into tattoos?
Yeah, well, before you said social media, I was gonna be sweet and say you, but then you're like social media, and I'm like, oh well, there it goes.
I don't fucking know, man.
You'll hear it in the recording, and then you're just gonna hear my disappointment. Like, you did social media. Oh, okay. There goes the sentimental part.
Well, I probably would have said you if I had known you before I got all my tattoos.
But I don't got any. How can I inspire when I don't even have it?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
How can I inspire when
That's
I
why
don't
we're
even
planning to
have
get
that?
one together.
Like, oh yeah, you inspired me to be a billionaire. Well, I'm broke, so I don't know where the heck you got that from.
I don't know where the fuck you got them numbers from.
I don't got any. My number is -3.
They all go to bills and rent.
Where's my money? I don't know. The government's got them.
Yeah.
It's starting to get
And then
real
they make
here.
me pay them more for useless shit. I don't even know what it does.
Oot oot. that gives it a good old oot oot moment.
We love it over here in Massachusetts, where I have to pay tax on clothing.
Yeah.
Minnesota doesn't.
Well, of course Minnesota doesn't. It's Minnesota. I know.
Any of our friends in Minnesota.
So what was the thing? Yeah. Who?
Any people who inspired you to get tattoos, and then you answered me. Do you want to elaborate?
You cool person. You got tattoo. Me want tattoo. Da-da. How to explain it to a 5-year-old? You cool. You make me want thing you have. Da-da. I'm going to take it from you. You say
Can
no.
I sip this spicy apple juice now?
No spicy. That's apple cider. We don't know. No.
Sip, sip, sip.
No. See, this is why this is a dose of regret, because everyone who's listening to this
regrets every second.
But you guys are still gonna watch and
it's
listen.
Anything but true fucking marketing.
You guys are going to like, comment, and subscribe.
No, they won't.
I know, but I know what'll happen. You guys can go to our Spotify. We got Spotify. We finally got it. I can't put the link in the description, sadly. For the people who
waiting to get background checked on this stupid channel.
Oh, no, it's not a stupid channel. I try really hard.
Well, I mean, YouTube makes it stupid.
Yeah, I know. But let me continue my ad. For people who are
so whiny about it.
For people who are listening to on Spotify, hi guys. Hi, thank you so much for listening to us either while you're playing video games, on your commute, just listening to us for genuine interest. Hi, thank you so much.
I'm already waiting for all the fucking hate comments about their KDs dropping.
No. Anyway, I really gotta duct tape this guy's mouth.
Good luck.
Anyway, for people who are watching on YouTube, you can always check us out at A Dose of Regret on Spotify. Just type it in. You'll hopefully see us. Hopefully.
It showed up when I typed it in the first time.
Because we need to make sure we're still
Considering
relevant.
I have a saved episode in my stuff, because I'm that guy that needs to make sure that we did things correctly.
Yeah.
So I listened to it at work.
We also thank you for 5 followers. We really appreciate that.
We're really bringing out the old YouTube energy, huh? Thanks, guys, for 10 subscribers!
Yes, because we really gotta be self-confident in our choices.
Listen, dude, I don't know how Spotify works. I'll fucking take anything I get.
It was either this...
YouTube, I at least know there's a big, giant, red subscribe button that means people like my face.
Yeah, and there's a follow button right underneath our little photo.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they'll immediately come back. That's like, I'll put you off to the side and maybe I'll check out your stuff.
Well, maybe they will check out our stuff. You gotta think positively. Maybe you guys will.
Hey, I never said I was thinking negatively. I'm just being a realist.
Well, screw that. Positivity.
We can't be egotistical on the second episode.
I'm not being egotistical. I'm being positive, Shay.
Take that back.
No.
Well, I tried.
Well, I win. Mark that. Editor Shay, mark a point in the Indy column. that be appreciated. I don't know how many I have and how many Shay has, but I won that round. I swear, I
Editor
swear.
Shay, you don't need to do that.
No, you need to, cause I win. And I need to mark down
You
my
really
victory.
need to feel like you won, huh?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, cause I need the little victories in my life.
Is us starting a podcast not a big enough victory in its own?
No. That's just a hurdle. The victory is getting to a high part in the getting to like the top like 10 out of like Canada or US.
I hate to break it to you, we're not gonna be like Distractable.
We're not gonna beat Joe Rogan.
Well, of course we're not gonna beat the conservatives.
Well, there goes a part of our demographic.
You guys weren't welcome.
Shay, we cannot say that. We do not need to be canceled. A Dose of Regret podcast is like so like.
They're stinky though.
Okay, yeah, but okay, we don't tell them that though.
But their views suck, and they don't shower, and they probably use deodorant that smells like.
They're gonna say, and they use deodorant. I'm like, excuse me, what does it smell like at your house?
I will go grab the deodorant that I use.
No,
right now.
because no one can see that.
48 hours.
Yeah, because then you don't have to put it on the next day, and you'll be stinky.
No, it's because I work night shift in. Yeah.
I like how we've gotten so off track that we're gonna have to cut a lot of these
This
sections
is what
out.
podcasts are, dude. I don't think I've ever watched a single podcast that has stayed on track for more than 5 minutes.
Well, we're gonna have to cut out that. Let's kind of keep talking, and then kind of segue to. But yeah, what's next on the list of topics?
So I think now would probably be a good point to bring in future tattoos or potentially. Actually, no. You know what? We can save future tattoos for like last. This one would be a very good conversation. Do you regret your tattoos?
I don't have
Yes
any.
and no. Yes and no.
Elaborate.
I regret where I decided to start my placements off at 19. I feel like if I thought about it just a little bit more, I probably would have a better like constructive formation for my sleeves to come together. But also I kind of like that I'm going for this patchwork type sleeve where not everything is connected. You kind of have to look for the next piece. It's like connect the dots, but with pretty pictures.
See, I feel like that should be a tattoo for you. You should get like connect the dots tattoo. So when you're bored, you can
What
just.
if that's just the way I tie all of them together? It's just a black line pointing to each one.
This one, and then this one. It's a timeline.
And then this one, and then I got this one, and then I got that one, and then I got this one all the way over there, and then it went back down there, and then went up here.
That would be hilarious and also so stupid.
I would probably piss off my artist so much.
It's like, really? I'm getting paid to draw a black line? You idiot. But thanks for the money. This is gonna cost you $500.
That would unironically be the most I've ever paid for a tattoo.
For just
I
a
think-
black line.
I think this one was the most expensive, coming at around like 400 something. It was like
Jeez.
300 or 400. My other pieces are all in the ballpark of 200, 250.
Huh.
So like I said, I've spent nearly around like $1,000 on all my tattoos. A lot of money, but very worth it.
Yeah.
And it was done throughout years. It's not like I went out and I got all these done as much as I wish I could have all in one night.
I feel like we should really get our tattoos at either at the same time or like together. Because I feel like it'd mean more. So I'd be like, hey, I got mine, waiting for you to get yours. Like 2 months later, hey, you still got it? No.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I get it, but also, like, I don't know, if it's something that I'm really, really, like, persistent about wanting to get done, I will just go out and get it done. I will book an appointment and get it done, and this might be one of those instances where I might just have to. once I get to our tattoo in the list, I
Yeah.
still have like a couple in front of it.
Oh, of course. It's gonna be
And
a
I mean,
while till I
after
get
my
mine.
next one, I'm probably taking a break for like a year or two. Because to be fair, my sleeve is almost done.
Yeah.
So
Maybe you
I
might slide one in for
probably,
me.
yeah, no, I'll try maybe.
Maybe I'll be your last one and then you go on a break. Sentimental.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Whatever the future holds.
Whatever the future holds. I'm not exactly a stingy motherfucker when it comes to timing on tattoos. Whenever they happen, they happen.
Yeah. I
Sure,
mean,
I deal with
honestly.
like the general like tattoo guy thing where like when I see other people getting tattoos, I'm like, man, now I fucking want one.
Well, I want to get one for my birthday. That's gonna be something I'm gonna ask.
Mm-hmm.
Cause then I can have an excuse to have my parents pay for it. But financial troubles. I don't think I want to force that on them.
No, I don't blame you.
I don't want third party comments.
Yep.
So
That's why I haven't gone and I haven't really got anything like vulgar. Just cuz like, well, the design may be cool to me.
to other
I also
people,
still like rationally in my mind when I'm going out and I'm wearing like short sleeves. I want all my pieces to at least be somewhat clean. So like if a
yeah,
kid is looking at my tattoos,
that's a
I've had that
fact.
happen to me before. Before I even got my right arm done, I would have kids come up to me and compliment my tattoos, and I don't want to incite a negative influence right off the bat
Yeah,
because that's not all the tattoos are. They're not just like these sexual, like dark,
menacing, gory.
satanic things. It's I don't know. I view my body as a canvas, and it's just a way of expressing myself.
Yeah, your body is the temple,
They're
and
conversation starters for
yeah,
sure.
your body is a temple, and you gotta paint the walls.
Like the easy good segue into the next one. My future tattoos. Like my next piece is gonna be a fucking soda can, for Christ's sakes. Because my grandfather used to feed me crushed soda as a baby, and he always just had it in the fridge whenever I was over as a kid, so it was a very prominent soda in
So
my
that's
life.
that's why you're who you are today, because you were fed crushed
Oh no,
soda.
he spoon fed me that shit, bro. That shit might have been
Okay, now we gotta censor that one. We're gonna have to
that one not
censor,
so much.
huh?
That one not so much.
You can't say.
If you can talk about CIA shit and military operations on podcasts, I think that's okay.
Yeah, but you get sponsors. We don't have sponsors.
Meh.
Editor
I'm just
Shay.
being true to myself.
Editor Shay, can you please censor that for the sake of
Or
anything
just
we
cut it
have?
out, I don't care.
So that's why you are who you are today.
He might as yeah, he might as well have been feeding me like Rockstar at the age of
That'd be
a couple
one
months
hyper
old.
baby.
I don't know. There's a picture of it in my scrapbook.
Aw.
There's a picture that I guess my grandmother took of him with me in his arms with a little fucking white plastic spoon feeding me Orange Crush.
You're supposed to be giving him
Why he wasn't
applesauce.
just using their silverware is beyond me, but I don't question Papa.
You're supposed to be feeding him applesauce. I'm feeding him what's good for him. He needs to grow big and strong and needs to
Nowhere
embrace the
close to
epidemic.
what my grandpa sounds like.
Huh?
That is like nowhere close to what my
I
grandpa
don't
sounds
I
like.
don't know who this guy is, so I'm just taking a guess. I don't know, am I supposed to talk like this?
Oh god.
Do I need to bring out an old man voice?
No.
Okay. I'll go back in the van.
He's my next one. Then there's you. There's your tattoo that I want to do.
I'm not egotistical, guys. I swear. I'm very sentimental.
it was another one that I wanted to get done. I think it was I've gone through so many like discarded ideas. The amount of tattoos I talked about potentially getting are so different from the ones that I actually ended up getting. Remember back in like 21, I was talking about potentially getting like this prismatic butterfly
Oh,
to
I
like
remember that. And I
it
was
was gonna
like,
be like a prismatic butterfly to like commemorate my sobriety.
yeah, because you were doing that while you were semi drunk.
Well,
That's when you first started talking about it.
yeah. Well, I mean, I started talking about the whole butterfly thing on like the downward curve when I started realizing and listening to the people around me that I had a fucking problem.
You don't
I
say.
was getting off my high that the alcohol was giving me, and I was like, "Wow, I burned all my bridges. This shit sucks."
Oot oot. That's not an oot oot
Oot
moment.
oot.
That's not an oot
So
oot
I was
moment.
like, "Let's get something to make me not want to ever fucking do that again." And then it just became like a conscious thing that I didn't need something to remind myself of.
Yeah.
Um, and then that thought came around again like a couple months ago, except it was like in a different form. It was going to be like a sobriety tattoo, but I was going to get like the normal like sobriety symbol like triangle thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I've
But
really.
I feel like that's a little bit too cliche too.
You don't want to be bohemian.
So I don't know, maybe I'll find out how to incorporate it into like a floral sense.
That'd be neat.
Make like the triangle somehow out of like flowers.
A, a flower triangle. Because there you go.
I don't know. I'll have to. No, my artist was so funny when I went to with my fiance for him to get his new tattoo to finish out his half sleeve. He saw me and he was like, "Hey, how'd your right arm heal up?" And then he saw it and he was like, "Let me snag a picture."
let me take a peek.
So
Relax. Just
he
want to take a picture.
probably threw that on his Instagram.
Nice, nice. Well, we'll put it on screen for the
Yeah, I
virtual.
have pictures of all my tattoos on my computer. So while I'm talking about them in the first section, I'll like have them pop up.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't know what I want. Like for the future, I've already talked about the most ones I want. But like I
You
want.
haven't really expressed too many because I don't think you have too many ideas right now.
Yeah, it's more just because I haven't like part of me wants like, oh, get goofy ones, but I want ones that like are meaningful. But I also want ones that are stupid. Like I want to get a Togepi one because Togepi is my favorite Pokemon. I want to get a Sylveon one because that's my favorite evolution. I want to get my little cat one for a statement. Um, my flower one as a sense of growth, and then our sibling one for the sense of
Brotherhood.
establish a brotherhood and establishment of how far we've been.
I don't know. Me and you were just kind of like we're those two people where no matter where we are, we kind of can just depend on each other.
Yeah, I can lean on your shoulder, you lean on mine, kind of sense.
Yeah, and thankfully we haven't had to do that too often recently.
We've been kind of
We've been really well off as of late.
but we're still making sure.
Dude, we're linked, bro.
You ain't getting
We
rid of
we
me.
have our we have like our occasional disagreement. I wouldn't even say we have fights. I'd say we have disagreements.
And it's just because of like outer influence, like
Yeah, it's literally the
exhaustion,
last time we had a fight was from outer influence.
outer influence, stress, and also just like broken telephone. Like
Legit.
it was like not even like we meant to hurt each other. Just shit
Nah,
hit the
bro,
fan
legit.
and
Shit legit hit the fan.
yeah. But all of our disagreements come from like either like stress, anxiety, exhaustion. But we never like actively like get like angry with each other just for like, anger.
No, and I think that's something that we've subconsciously always tried to do.
Yeah. We try to handle it civilly.
Well, I mean, there's no use in going at each other's throats, especially when you're siblings, because that's just gonna cause you to resent each other when you guys grow older.
Exactly.
Wow, that's like really good life advice.
Look at us. Welcome back to a Dose of Regret Life Advice. Today's topic.
It well, like legit. I just even with my blood family, I always tried to be the neutral man in the situation. I didn't like.
Starting things.
Well, there was no fucking reason to. Like,
I can relate
it's
to
either
that.
you start shit and you're the villain, or you stay silent and you just get beaten into. But if you stay neutral,
No one can budge you.
no one can really budge you.
Yeah, no, I'm like that in my family too. I'm kind of the I've learned it from my dad. My dad is a very good mediator. And I've just been like, but I have my moments of emotional where I can just be like,
Well, I feel
I'm,
like everybody does, you know?
oh yeah. But it's like,
Especially if something that like that person said to you like hits deep that day.
yeah, it's, ooh, man, I'm gonna hurt you. Verbally, physically, mentally.
Dude, it I've had some I've had some heated shit with my dad, like the one I got the tattoo for. And it's so funny because like me and him loved each other so much, but there were a couple of moments where like me and him squared up to each other. Like we were about to have a fist fight.
I remember some of those moments. Those were great nights.
And it was all cuz he was drunk. Well, his thing is he would come in the fucking house and he would be all drunk and then he would try to talk to me about life and try to give me life advice and I'm just sitting there like, "Dad, I think you're the last person that should be giving me advice."
You just like cut out so much. Try that again.
Oh. Well, if it didn't pick up, he would just come in the house and he would be all whatever the fuck he was on that night. And then he would sit down next to me for like hours on end and try to give me life advice. And I'm just staring at the wall going, I think you're the one that needs life advice, bro. I don't need this. I'm just trying to hang out with my friends after a fucking day of work, dude. Just
Yeah.
go upstairs.
Oh man. But yeah, no, it's those people in your life, you know? It's, you always have that that's why like, the people that sometimes like anger you the most, sometimes when they go, you lose contact with them, you realize how
Dude,
much you needed them.
it's so funny. You can love someone so much even if they've caused you to be so mad.
Like you at intervals.
Yeah. It
Not saying you make me mad
I've
all the
had
time.
I've
Just
had
saying.
my moments.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
A lot of them were back when I didn't have any self-control and I was all admittedly really immature.
Yeah. I
I
had
was
to
young, I was
slap you into
dumb, I
shape.
was immature, I was drinking a lot, I was doing things I definitely would not normally do.
Gotta sneeze.
Bless.
Thanks. Alright, continue.
Like back in like 21 to 22, like that year span where I would just be going on random dates just to date.
Yeah.
Like that I
Those were the nights that
definitely
I would be
would
so
not have
upset with you.
done if I wasn't where I was.
Yeah.
I couldn't even rationally tell you why I was doing it now. Like I try to think back and I try to rationalize why I was doing the things I was doing. There
Men-
is no concise answer.
mental distraction, maybe.
I think it was a lot of I didn't realize how much house struggle I was actually going through and how much just like being in my house all the time was really weighing on me.
It was escapism. You were trying to escape the thing you
Yeah,
were
but I
dealing
was
with.
doing it in like the worst ways and I didn't
Oh, yeah, I
realize I
know.
was hurting people until they would like shoot me messages and they would be like, "Hey, like I really thought we had a connection, but you ghosted me, so I guess not."
Those are the
And
days
it's
I
like,
would yell
no,
at
it's
him.
not that I don't fucking like you. I like you a lot. I just can't love again.
Yeah. But on that depressing note, we're gonna continue talking about tattoos, about the squigglies.
The squigs.
The squigglies.
There are so many conversations that this podcast could like go on to, because realistically we're gonna have to touch on some dark topics eventually.
Yeah, that'll be a lovely one. That's when we're gonna get
Because
sponsored
like,
for the first time. We're just gonna run with it. It's like, all right, we got sponsored. We're gonna get monetary value with this one. Here we go.
because like my thing is I definitely want to tell. I kind of definitely want to have an episode where both of us can talk about like our upbringings of YouTube and our beginnings.
I thought you were just saying our upbringing. I'm like, oh boy, yeah, sign me up for like a
No. We're not talking about that. But at least I'm not talking about my half. I'll
no.
talk about my YouTube shit, and that's about it. My real life shit, that is under lock and key.
Same. Oot oot.
My real life shit goes a little bit deeper and darker than I would like to admit.
Oot oot.
Another reason I got tattoos, to help with the stress.
Drama. Tattoo therapy.
All
All right, here's a question: is tattoo therapy real?
Yes.
And is it
I
actually
was
beneficial?
I was feeling so fucking stressed, like the week before I got my dad's done, and just because I knew the anniversary, which was just a couple days ago. We're recording this on the 19th. He passed away the 16th of last year. So it was like, I want to, the month is nearing, he's on my mind a bit. So it was just mentally taxing. But the minute I got that tattoo, it's almost like half the weight was lifted off my shoulders. Like, I knew he was there with me finally.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if his family, considering they're all pieces of shit. I don't care if you're watching this. I fucking hate you for the way you treated your brother and son. You're awful human beings.
Woo.
But like, I don't know if they cremated him or anything. So I don't know if I can even get his ashes. So I was like, fuck it, we're doing this instead. You can't take this away from me, literally.
Yeah. And that's always kind of monumental. That's why I want.
And then he'll always be there too. Like,
Yeah.
with ashes, yeah, it's great. But they're always at home. You'll only really feel clarity when you're home.
But maybe that's something
Meanwhile,
that some
now
people
I'm
need.
getting reminded that he's with me in like bathrooms and shit if I lift up my arm in the right way.
just take it.
Bro,
take.
why'd you have to?
I'm sorry. Out of all the things, the bathroom.
Well, I don't really use my bedroom mirror, and
Or like going to a
there's not
store.
really any other mirrors in the house.
Yeah, I'm just saying to take go and
There's no other instance you are probably gonna look at yourself in the mirror.
yeah, take a little tinkle and say, oh, look at that. Hi, Dad.
I don't fucking like that you said that, because my bathroom has a full like wall mirror. So it does go behind the toilet.
Just, oh,
So when
you're
I'm
always with
so when I'm
me
sitting
when
there, I am just looking at myself, and I'm like, don't make eye contact. Don't make eye contact.
Yeah, oh, you're always with me when I tinkle.
It's almost like you're holding my hand for me. Cut that out.
Cut that out. Cut that out. Or we'll just censor it all. We'll just censor it all because my laugh
That
will sound.
entire like 2 minutes is just a beep.
No. No, I'm saying just that part because my laugh will just cut and then recut back in there. Oh man.
Oh,
That's
God. Fuck.
all right. That's a sip of regret right there.
That is, and it tastes just like peaches.
Just like peaches. I don't know why I did that in an accent.
Oh God, what is the next topic? I think that's all the stuff that I had written down. I don't know. Do you have anything?
I more have like just kind of random topics of tattoos, like sentimental tattoos, like going on more relationship wise, what is the level of like, let's say like, okay, from starting dating to like marriage. Sorry, I cut it weirdly. From um from the start of dating to marriage and like onward. What like what checkpoint do you plan or get a tattoo of your loved one?
See, that's really fucking tough because I still don't know if I'm going to. Cause there's always that eventuality
Yeah.
that things don't work out. It like and there's also the commodity of like what if something else goes wrong, and then you
Yeah.
also just have that constant fucking reminder on your body for the rest of your life of the terrible thing.
Yeah.
But like if I was going to choose a point, probably where I am now. Like if you figure out that you want to spend the rest of your life with someone and you get engaged to someone, I feel like that's a valid checkpoint to get a tattoo done.
Yeah.
I personally just won't do anything that like directly correlates to the person.
Yeah, like not like a name or like a date.
If it's your guys' kids' names, that's whatever. That's your kid. You're
They ain't
allowed to do
gonna
that.
if
That
they're gonna
like yeah,
portray you
yeah, your
then
kids can't break up with you. At least they're not supposed to.
that's a weird concept. I'm breaking up with you. I am your father. What the heck?
I am your dad.
You can't do that.
Um,
You know, you can't boss me around. Yes, I can. I'm your father.
but like it's oh, I guess that I forgot about that. On that topic of like getting tattoos for your partners is I've been like on and off the fence of getting one like slightly correlating to my fiance, but it's not a direct stab at him, and it's just a Stardew Valley mermaid
Pendant.
pendant
Yeah,
with Be Mine
I like that.
because he really likes that game. So like that would be something cool, and I enjoy the game too. I may not put as much or have put as many hours into the game as he has, but like I can also appreciate Stardew Valley for what it
Exactly.
is.
That's
So
what
I
me
wouldn't
too.
mind having that on me.
Yeah, like I love Stardew. I just can't play it. It's so tedious.
I
So
can't
much.
play it for long. I don't have the attention span.
I don't have that much attention span, that much patience, that much strategically planning. Ugh. I've seen people like plan it
I
all out, write everything.
realistically, I'll be so fucking honest with you. Whenever I go into Stardew Valley, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just going around chasing around love interests
It's like,
and
be mine,
occasionally
please.
watering crops.
It's gone. How did that happen? Hi, Sebastian.
Yeah,
Precisely that. Oh man. But
and
yeah,
then you're just like, oh, okay, I've done everything I really wanted to do today. I'm just gonna go play like Minecraft or something. And then you're
exactly.
playing Minecraft for 18 hours.
Woot woot. That's what I do. Um. No. See, on the topic of like for love, I feel like I know that my Sylveon one portrays a lot to what I'm doing. You know, like it would really signify it. Um, and also, like, like you said about like the significance of like the exact person, but just in case something happened, you still have, and you're like, it's because I like it, not because of a certain person. Because I've done that before.
Yeah,
I've gotten
like
stuff permanent, not on myself or not in general. Just like I've written stuff down, I've drawn stuff that are like pertaining to a person. I lose that connection. I'm like, now that's here forever, kind of. And it's like too good of an art piece to get rid of because you worked really hard on it. It's like,
yeah. So like
I'm not. I'm
my
just not
my
gonna look at
thing
it.
is my thing is if it's going to be something that I'm going to also kind of be a mindset piece for my partner, I want it to be something that both of us were extremely passionate about.
Yeah.
And the thing about relationships is that it's a constant learning experience.
Oot oot.
So like maybe I'll get it done someday, maybe I won't.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll find a much better because like I've thought I thought about this the other day, and I got kind of inspired because I was watching a YouTube couple that I like watching, Liv Bevan and her boyfriend Juicy.
Of course, you're
But
bringing them up.
they were doing a Q&A, and they were wondering if they were ever gonna get matching tattoos. And they brought up a very interesting way to do it. So Gage is more of a coffee drinker, but Liv is a tea drinker. So Liv was gonna get like a teapot, and then Gage was gonna get a coffee pot.
Oh, I like that.
So like maybe something like that for me and my fiance if we do matching tattoos, because it's not exactly matching.
Exactly. And the same thing with my Sylveon. Like, the Sylveon will still be my favorite even if something happened.
Exactly.
And like my Togepi will always be my favorite. So there's no
Exactly.
Sylveon would always be my favorite. I am a fairy type. Like I am a fairy type trainer. Like I really gotta draw that. Like that's another thing. Honestly, since you have your topic of tattoos, mine should be art. Because I have so much and I want to run with it. Like in just like creativity and like future plans for that type of stuff. Cause that's But yeah, like honestly, I'd love to draw my own tattoos, but at the same time, I want to give someone else the creative liberty to do so. Cause I love seeing other people's ideas. That's why I love fan art.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh,
me too.
I love seeing people's renditions of how they see things. Cause you never notice that. Like art is how someone perceives something. Like, sure, this person made their nose wrong. But that's how they perceive a nose. Someone doesn't draw hands. That's just how they perceive it. They perceive everyone having hands in their pockets or hands behind their head.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't criticize other artists for doing things a different way if that's what works for them.
Yeah.
Because I know I probably do a couple things in my artist realm that are unorthodox too.
Exactly. And that's always like that's a good like thing to give advice for. It's like just because you're inspired by someone does not mean that you have to completely change what you're thinking. Like if I'm inspired by an artist does not mean I have to be completely different just so it doesn't seem like I'm copying. Like you can be inspired by someone. There's a difference between inspired and copying. And it's all in the sense of, again, perspective. I'm seeing this as the way I'm drawing it. Like, there's a whole thing out there with, like, tracing and copying, and you need to be, like, oh, we'll be right back. We've got some delay going on. Shay. We've got some error here. But yeah, like, all in all, just creativity is just such a wide horizon of wide horizon of things.
Horizon, fucking hate that service.
I don't have it here up in Canada, so I just think of Verizon and it's like the word was
No, it's better
it's a wide variety.
Sprint before.
It's a wide variety. That's what it is. But all
I
in
had
all,
Sprint before. That shit doesn't even fucking exist anymore. I couldn't text people from basements.
but all creativity runs down to tattoos. Tattoos is a part of art and passion and just people do because, like I said, your body is a temple and you gotta paint the walls. But
Exactly.
but yeah. So, mind if I roll us out with the outro?
Not at all. Take it away.
All right, we thank you all so much for joining us. Please like, comment, follow, share with anyone that you think would like to hear us ramble on. Thank you guys so much for the support. Hope you guys enjoy this episode. Get yourself nice and comfy. Get yourself ready for the day or ready to go to bed. Make sure you drink water, take your medication, eat some food, and take care of yourself. You guys are works of art. So, as always, enjoy your dose of regret, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.